What's going on? Say something. Is we live?
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we live. It said live stream started.
Whoops. Hey, everybody.
Erica.
Welcome.
I said, what the hell? Is they messing with your audio? Archon's already attacking.
Archon's attack on a daily basis.
I'm like looking at everybody. I said, wait a minute, where's the host?
That's what's killing, man. That's who's killing.
Let's go see how many people in the YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You hear the movie?
I heard some noise, but you ain't sharing. You gotta share the stream through the audio, but we can hear it. All you're gonna hear like is what's coming out your mic.
It's coming out of my mic.
Can't hear what you come out your mic. Is that gonna be high definition?
Wow.
That's not gonna work. You gotta share it through
We're
the thing.
trying to make contact.
Okay.
So we're here. We're live. And this is part 1 of Contact with the First Lady Erica. We got Marvel Bliss over here and REVAN Rising. He's got a new screen name every day. Dab, Brad. I just can't get used to it. In a minute, we'll have Sage, the Lady of Rage, coming in here to show us evidence of contact. There's so many different forms of contact. No one here is an abductee, but we're witnessing a lot of activity in the skies. It's increasing so much. It's to the point where, like Reverend mentioned today, you could talk about aliens and no one's really gonna laugh at you at this point, because by now I'm just trying to figure out who the fuck doesn't know that aliens exist. If you don't, I'm like, what planet are you from? Because I don't know, it's all around us. And what blows me away about that is even the Flintstones. There was an alien on the Flintstones. There's My Favorite Martian. All our lives, people have been talking to us about fairies, dragons. Where I'm from, they got a man called the Lizard Man. They got Bigfoot. All these things who supposedly don't exist. It really makes no sense, because I really don't think people on this planet got that much imagination to make these things up. And this reason why they go from place to place and burn books and tear down statues. I mean, we could even talk about those lizard statues over in the Netherlands. Like, you don't have to take all day to explain to me why you have these statues, and that they have those same statues down in South America, or even more stranger stuff like that. So today, I welcome you all, because it takes bravery to even talk about it, to admit that you're a person who feels you witnessed contact. And as we've talked over time, the main thing that we all do when we're looking in the sky is to try to find what it could be, what else this could be, and rule that out before we even, can try to promote it as this is what I really saw. So Revan, I would like for you to tell me why is this even important? Why are we looking in the sky? Why are we making videos of strange lights and strange activity? What's the freaking point of it all,
Well, the simple answer, the truth, because your ass been lied to almost 100%. So contact is approaching. That's why we're doing it now. I'm a recent addition to the whole UFO contactee experience, because I had that at ESETI in 2020 in July. I think it was July 20th. I forgot what day it was, but between the 20th and the 24th of July, I was at ESETI in 2020. And out there, I had so much amazing experience I never had before that point in my life. I saw objects of all types. I saw ships, these damn orbs that come out here now, they was there. And I saw a being that vanished into an orb, a red ruby orb, and gone. I saw ships teleport. You know, I saw a ship stand still. It was like a picture hanging on a tree. It was so still. Then it vanished. Then I saw it look down the field, and it was there. Then it teleported away again. I saw the sphere beings that Corey Good was getting taken around. I was chasing them at ESETI. I was chasing these beach, well, they're bigger than beach size balls, and they can grow at any size. I mean, I was chasing them at ESETI, and because I jumped the fence into somebody else's farm, and I was chasing them like an adventure across the fields. I was on a definitely UFO hunting, like ghost hunting. I was out there, and it was some weird shit happening out there. It was all type of paranormal experiences. I just got paranormal experience got dropped in my lap. So when I had that experience, then I understood the feeling of what all these UFO people went through, because I didn't have that experience before. But I was already awake in ESETI, so I already, I didn't need that to happen. I was gonna still fight for disclosure. So contact is coming. We about to meet our galactic family members, distant cousins, that you can say most of these ET groups. We are composed of 22 genetics, 22 blood types, 22 body types for a fucking reason. Because every race is connected to a specific, unique ET family bloodline. You need to understand that. It's not just the 13 bloodline family. They connect to the Orion group, but So we about to join the Federation too. It ain't just about meeting no alien. We about to join a new society. And that's when enough countries federate. So that's what you need to understand why we sitting here looking at these videos now.
Wow. Okay. So like you said, you didn't need to see this to know. That's pretty much how I feel. I think it's just been this feeling of, since I was a child, I mean, I remember just dreaming I could fly. I remember reinserting myself into the same dream over and over, like, okay, we're going to make this happen. And I would look at my family and be like, what the hell? Why am I with these people? But anyway, I was like, I know there's something to this. I know there's something more. I think over time, we just get to the point where we're like, no, I don't want contact, because I think they try to paint that as negative in movies, like, oh, we're all going to get anal probed. We're all going to get, dissected, kidnapped. I definitely see a lot of trauma in people who claim to be abductees. They're having a hard time functioning. Is that something okay, I hear you saying we're going to meet our star family. How do we know that contact is going to be positive? Like,
shoot, how many hours you want to go on this?
I mean, not too many, but
Okay. We at the stage right now where we know there's a global alliance connected to the 17 operation, because we can't say the other thing because we gotta walk on AIDS shells for the fucking archives. That's been going on for at least 4 years. I mean, you look at it now. Look at that raid recently. That's evidence of this alliance. And what we have learned recently, especially from my friend Elena Danan, is the Federation is also part of the 17 operation. So that's what you need to understand. You need to understand that sci-fi has always been real. It's just your ass didn't know about it.
Right. All right. Because you know what? I used to love Star Trek and Star Wars. I don't know how I ever felt about Star Wars, but Star Trek, like, that just seemed like, this makes sense. A lot of things I see in movies make sense. I think it gets laughed at a lot because you can say, oh, it was in a movie, and they're like, okay, you've gone too far. Are the movies that we watch, are those made to reveal to us, or is it made to water it down so that it's to the point where it's like, if you believe in a movie, it's a joke that you believe that's real. Is it there to help us see, or is it here to help confuse? What do you guys think about that? I'm gonna open that up to Marvel. What do you think? Why are they making so many movies? They can't stop making movies about aliens, the end of the world, the man who fell to Earth, which next week, Wednesday, we will talk to one of the men who fell to Earth. This is what his story is. He fell to Earth. He's a walk-in, and he doesn't know necessarily how he got here. So, Stephanie, tell me about it.
Yeah, so I think this all goes back into influencing the masses through the media or through our movies. So they want to influence it in a way where someone may look ridiculous or crazy bringing these stories across, like this happened to me. Oh, that happened in the science fiction movie, not realizing that science fiction, there's actually a lot of truth and disclosure within these movies hidden in there. So I really feel like it's just one of those ways that they try to gaslight us in a way to maybe even influence or discredit those people that would be coming forth, because there are things going on that both good and bad that are being portrayed in these movies. And it's just another way to kind of disguise the truth that others may bring forth as just total bullshit, which it's not. I mean, we all know that, but that's how I feel it's going on. And not only that, but the people watching these videos, especially the ones who maybe not be fully active yet or even active, they can influence the timeline. So you have a mass amount of people watching these movies, and then they're going to be influencing what's going on around them, because they'll either be at a point where they can influence what's going on in the consciousness field, or the metaphor, or the what word am I looking for here? The morphinogenic field, influence that just from their thoughts. So you get enough people watching these movies, it will instantly either hinder or improve the timeline based on their genetics and what they're tapping into.
So basically you're saying like group consciousness can influence the outcome. It's kind of like what they call predictive programming, because if you saw it happen here and then you think it in real life, you can actually manifest and change a timeline. You called it the morphogenic field.
Yes.
I think, okay. So is that, I mean, I guess, you know, it's so funny because I talk to my sister about stuff like this all the time. And she was like, I don't want to meet no aliens because I ain't never seen anything good in a movie that happened when you saw an alien. So it's like programming you to think that it must be the worst. I do also hear, though, as we're delving into our gifts and talents and we're making all this communication in the astro, and I would also assume on whatever level with beings, higher beings, that you do need to be careful who you're making contact with, because I don't know, like, do they disguise themselves as others, like pretend to be benevolent, but might also be benevolent? You know, how does that work?
Yeah, so I was just talking about this the other day with with somebody. Actually, she was mentioning it. There's a being going around portraying himself as Archangel Michael, and it was not Archangel Michael. It was actually somebody who wasn't. So this is the same kind of thing that would happen in higher densities, maybe with not so nice beings out there. They will portray themselves because they have a higher density level, and they can be either shapeshifters or just have some kind of influence on because they are that higher density to show themselves as something that they're not. And people will often be fooled by these beings. So I think it's very smart what you're saying, that even if you think it is an angelic or an ET, you always need a question, and don't let anybody in your field or within your heart space or anything like that without, using your discernment, testing them, making sure that you're using all the precaution like you would, let's say, online, meeting a stranger.
Right.
So,
Right. And so for myself, I've met a lot of people. That's why they always stick with God or whatever their word for God is. I like the creator of all things. Some say Mother, Father, Sophia, or Mother, Father, Earth, things like that. And in my training for the theta healing, my training has been to go up to the seventh plane into the light and then go up before you come down. So you have to ask the creator of all things, hey, reveal to me this being. It's kind of like, let me contact with God first, and then allow him to show me who certain beings are to make that connection. That's just part of what I learned. So Dab, you do something different than I've ever seen. And we've gotten heard a little flack about that too, is what's the point of having mirror images? Like what's that about?
So it's a little bit of like the hidden secret that's been in front of our face the whole time. Sacred geometry, balance, wholeness, oneness. So part of going into a higher densities is healing oneself. And once you're balanced, you can see the complete picture. So a lot of the things that we haven't realized going into this new density is that we're only been seeing half the picture in third density. A lot of it's been low vibrational, but we've only been getting half of what we were really supposed to be getting. So with these new energies coming in and these new beings making face and this physicality, I just kept seeing weird stuff in the clouds, like weird designs, weird vibrations, storms and clouds that I don't even know if they have a name for what they look like or categorize. So I immediately, a friend of mine, Vital Sweet, she actually took a mirror image to one of my photos, and it made sense. Like a light bulb went in my head. I was like, man, this is what we're supposed to know all the time. So it completed my image of what I was seeing. And I went back and looked at all my photos, and every photo had a being in it, even the one that's my background now. It's a complete image of a ascended master that's right in front of our faces the whole time. So it's pretty remarkable to find this out, and to know that, like, this information that was passed to us was actually correct. So the sacred geometry of the balance, wholeness, oneness, you can only really see once you enter into this fourth density consciousness, and you're able to realize that there's something more there than what we're like seeing at the moment.
Oh my gosh, the chat's blowing up. Terry Priest, how you doing? Soldiers Voice for Life. Shout out to her. She's doing great things for soldiers. Disco Tina's in the house. We got
What's
Sage.
up, Disco Tina? What's up, guys? Hey, Terry.
Celestial Soul, our soul mama down there. She's looking out for us in the chat.
hey.
6. Crowny. I believe Crown is all the way across the world, like in Australia. Yeah, all our great friends are supporting a new friend, Shasta Trinity. She has a story in here, and you're gonna have to look at that. And then there goes JB, who is, we said JB is a woman, right? No, we didn't. Yeah, JB is a woman. And who was the other person yesterday? Can you remember? Haiku is a man. So I remember. I'm training. I remember. All right. Okay. I think we hit everybody. Mel Tulip's in the house. How y'all doing? Mel Tulip. And so we're waiting for those galactic chicks to fill the room. They're so lovely and so supportive. And then the CW, you guys all rock. So, Dab, I saw another picture you posted. It was like a fingerprint or something. What was that about?
Okay, so
I might try to pull it up.
yeah, you got to pull it up because I have so many of them, man. They've been my experience with this, them showing up in the last 2 years in contact has been like off the charts, and like I have so much evidence now. I'm like, man, you have to show me. Let's
But
see
just
here,
let me
fingerprint one. Is it the
no,
one?
I wonder how do you let me see if you could just start a slideshow or something. I don't know. But well, I'll just pull it up. Let me see. I thought it would just slide through, but my life doesn't just work that way, I guess. Let's see. There was this. So tell me about that. What am I looking at?
Oh, okay. So this was an interesting find for me. And this is why I say sacred geometry and the way energy and stuff is connected is in everything. So basically, the way these beings interact with us, a lot of them they are in everything and they're encoded in everything. So when I say they're encoded, the light from our sun has download codes. They also have codes that can pretty much penetrate anything on this surface. And when they're in another density, they can penetrate even to our cellular level, the oils in our skin and the hair follicles that's on our head. And in this picture, I noticed that I thought I was going crazy when I first saw this, but then it kept repeatedly happening to me as I was using my phone, my other phone here, actually the phone that I'm on right now. The hand oils from my skin started actually creating an image, okay, and like a smiley face or a being, and this is a picture of a being wearing a hood. I don't really know.
Oh, if you rotate it sideways.
He's wearing a hood, and you can see him. He's kind of smirking, and that came from straight from my hand oils. My screen is off now, so this is mind blowing in
There
itself.
you go. Is that better? Is that how it should look?
Yes, that's how it should look. And he's wearing a hoodie, so he's got a hood on his head. And you can see, like, I rubbed the hand oil on the back of the screen. He took my hand oils and manipulated an image from just my hand oils.
So
And
you
I have
rubbed all the way across, but instead of the whole thing being smeared, it actually left this picture, even though you rubbed the whole thing.
Right. And the really interesting thing is, it's like, you ever remember one of those etch a sketches when we were kids, and you can like draw a little box and you can shake it up and do it again. That's pretty much what you can do. I mean, they pretty much can take it and wipe your whole hand on your phone, and then as you're almost like an etch a sketch, they're literally creating a new image on the phone from the hand oils. Now, I think it has a lot to do with the light. If they're already present around you, which most of them are, like 90, 98, 99% of us on this planet have some kind of ascended master or being that's around them. They just don't notice it. When I first found out, I was like, man, there's beings popping up on my phone and my devices, and the screen's off, and people are looking at me like, what medication are you on? And when do you need to get some more? I was like, no, this is real. This is real. And it kept happening to me. So I documented all of it on my channel, and I have so much evidence that they actually communicated with me in that way. Like, hey, this is who we are, and we are in everything. They are, when I say everything, they are the light. They are the down to the smallest grain of blade of grass up to the largest mammal in the world. They're in everything. And this is just an example of them showing themselves into this reality.
Okay, so good. We can see all of that right there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can see them in there, and you can see them up in that picture. And I think I had another picture with the hand oils thing with the little guy, and he looks like Jiminy Cricket or something. He's standing.
I was looking at this. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Wait, it's still showing like the thumbnails.
Oh, that thumbnail? So that's from when me and Sage were outside. That's actually, if I stand correctly, that's a portal opening up from the full moon. So what I realized is during the lunar cycle, there's 3 days out of the lunar cycle, where I noticed it was always windy and cloudy. And I was like, what the? I've never seen this in my life. And I really pay attention to detail on those things. And I noticed that on those days when it's a full moon, they like to do stuff with the moon and play tricks with the lighting, covering the moon. And what we caught on there was a portal opening up with the video. We caught a video of it too, and you can see something shooting out of the portal like smoke. It almost looks like smoke, but they're utilizing the light from the moon and the clouds, which do have conscience because they can manipulate that too, to open up some kind of portal there, and you can see it coming right. And it was skipping across the clouds like a grasshopper or a ball or like a rock going against water. And when I saw that, I was like, man, this is kind of like what I was thinking about what it would be. But I'd actually never seen the portal until we caught it on that full moon cycle. And you can see it right in that picture, the being coming through this smoke portal now, right in front of us. It's like right there. And you can see the smoke ring there. And then there's an orb that's floating right through it. And as you cycle through the pictures, you'll see that it is what it is. And there it goes again. There's another one where it's a complete ring, and there was something coming through it, and it skips across the clouds. Now, to the normal person seeing this as not knowing about portals or anything, they're going to think, oh, it's just the moon behind the clouds that's creating the light.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily what that is. And it's a good trick that they use to play, because we're used to seeing and programmed to seeing things and writing it off as that's what it is. So because we do that subconsciously, all of us, we don't necessarily see the things that we're supposed to see unless you know you're supposed to see it. So that's was pretty amazing, because they do this pretty much all the time. And I think on every full moon cycle, especially the super moons. So that was a super moon actually around that time. It was like 2 months ago. And
so sometimes we think, oh, this is a star, or oh, this is Jupiter. One time I said, man, Jermaine, I thought this was supposed to be Jupiter or something, right. But there's certain things like colors and vibration, and then dang, this is on the left and Jupiter is supposed to be on the right. So it's like, what the heck is going on? Okay, so let me see. This one is a video.
Oh yeah, so this is the video of I think it's going to be the portal, or is that oh, this is my video, my first contact video.
Let's see. Oh, this was the one with the light.
Yeah, so this is my first contact
was
video
on the
when
live.
first came.
When you joined the live, yeah, that's what I remember. This when I was live, you came in the group.
Yeah, this is when I first started seeing into physicality here.
With audio also. Let's see.
So yeah, there's a little audio. I have only audio, but all right, so here, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're seeing I'm about maybe 28 to 30 away from these beings. I was in my Winnebago staying on my friend's hemp farm in the middle of Colorado. There's nothing in this field that's behind these beings. So it's usually pitch black. Okay. There's a road and a highway that's to the left of this, but there's nothing that can create this here. And so you can see the lights of the highway on the one on my left, but I'm steady just looking at this field where these beings reside. Job site trailer is, and you can see the lights, you can see them twinkling. Yeah. So the twinkling is what I found out was them. This is on the ground. So they're on the ground, and they started manifesting fireballs like ET, and they were just teleporting across the field. And as you see here, as it gets to I think the 2 or 3 minute mark, I think it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you'll see fireballs. You'll see, I zoom in, it looks like almost a craft is illuminating from the ground, but it's actually them manifesting and teleporting into physicality. And when they teleport, it looks kind of crazy, because it looks like a bunch of squids in an old 80s arcade game making multiples of themselves and traveling across the field. It's insane. And I was like, oh, okay. So how I noticed going on, I was like, what the heck is this blinking? Is this a reflection? And I took a look at it. It was not a reflection, but it reminded me something of like ET with his finger, his finger, basically like lighting his finger and letting me know he was there. And I would ask him on this video, like, respond to me, and he actually did. And insane because the level of consciousness, because I was totally unaware of how to interact or how to negotiate or even talk to a higher being, nonetheless see one. And this was like in the wintertime, if even. So like I had a fascination at this time of researching about aliens, but there was no information really other than the stuff that you hear from the news or the YouTube videos about the classified information. They came and seen me on this night. And that was the first experience. And since then, it's been like nonstop interaction and contact on multiple different levels, from the clouds to this physical appearance. And it was amazing to see something like that and know that's what it was and get confirmation. And then since then, I've been interacting with them on pretty much a daily basis. Like every night they come see me. And you're like,
okay, so
I started a Telegram channel all because of that video.
Can you just show us what's behind you? Like, I don't know if you could show people.
Right there.
Yeah.
So behind me is a picture of a cloud. Now the original image is on my Telegram channel, but this is a cloud that I mirror imaged, and you can see multiple beings manifesting from here. There's multiple faces all in here. If I can, let's see, there's one right here, here.
Like a frog.
Yeah, it does look like a little frog right there.
Yeah, and what I realized is that they are the epitome of oneness and wholeness. So not only are you seeing multiple beings, but then there's a bigger being right here that's creating the whole picture. So sometimes they'll come in, there'll be 6 or 7 of them, and then they'll come in and create one massive being. And that's what I'm trying to get at with these images is it's multiple beings creating, sometimes one massive, sometimes there'll be 10 of them creating 2 beings, and then inside it's fractally connected.
It's like fractals that make a bigger fractal.
Yes, and it's into infinity with this. And that was when my mind was like, because it's like everything we were told about like space and infinity and the sacred geometry is correct, and that's how they appear to you. But we just only see half the image until you mirror it, and then when you mirror it, you just like, whoa, it's a whole different image. It's a whole different being. They're just been sitting there the whole time watching us. So it's like it's very interesting. I
never see just one thing when you show a picture. Here is something else, and this knocks my socks off. This is really weird. What is going on with that?
Oh, what's that?
Okay, so this is the port. Okay, so this is the portal. She slowed it down here. This is a being coming through the portal, and now you can see this solar orb or lens flare flashing. Now this is what people get misconstrued, okay? Because we're talking about beings that can manipulate light. They are the light. So you have to take into the account that everything that happens, even solar flares, aren't a coincidence. You're getting a solar flare if the sun is conscious. So that orb, that lens flare that you're getting, that's an actual being reacting and interacting with my friend on the camera. She just was unaware at that time that it was a being interacting until after she went through the video and zoomed in on it and seen a face inside of that green lens flare. So that green lens flare is basically interacting with her as she's trying to record this Stargate, this portal opening up in the background. Okay.
And it is interesting that it is green, since that's a a yellow light.
That is weird. Yeah, that is.
And what happened to me, I have a picture on my channel where this orb is in my video and pictures, and I was talking to it, and then I realized in my video that the orb actually was a green heart. And I zoomed in and screenshotted it and posted in there. So it was showing me that it was like using the chakra, the heart chakra, which is actually green, and it's a heart. So it's communicating with me on that level to let me know it was there for love, not there for anything nefarious or evil. It's using the green ray, the green chakra, and it did the heart, which is actually the color of the heart chakra. Now this is this is one of the beings that came and visited me. He's using plasma and the light. He's actually utilizing the sun, and he dipped down below the cloud level. Now on this video, I was going nuts because they actually simulated like I was in an aquarium with the clouds. They had literally seahorses and barracudas with the clouds. I think I took pictures of it and then threw them in there. And then he dipped below the cloud level to let me know he was there. And as you're playing the video, you'll see it get sucked back up into the cloud level. And it's literally, it looks like liquid.
After this, because what you see, that light, that there normally if that was like just the sunlight, the beams would come down, right?
Well, if it was the sunlight, all the other beams that you're seeing with the breakups in the cloud would be coming down too. But see, and it would be too bright.
Actually coming down, yeah. It's just like a
now you'll see it get sucked back up there. Like it's like a liquid plasma. He goes sucked back up above the clouds again as you're playing it. And that was right before I got visited by the 12D felines, which always visit me. And at that time, I seen a lion-shaped being in the clouds utilizing this. But as it's playing, you'll see it go down and it gets sucked back up into the light, into the cloud, and it goes away. But they're actually utilizing the liquid plasma to manifest through the clouds and the light, and it's amazing. The experience is seeing that and then knowing that's what it is, because I had no idea what they can do this in liquid plasma before this, and then experiencing more and more contact, I was getting downloads and where to look for and what to look for, and the synchronicities were like people giving me the information I was looking for without asking, right when I needed to know this. So this is how I know, it's like knowing is half the battle, but you know when you know. This is another video.
Hold on a second. This girl talking about, Tina said, throw a shrimp on the Barbie. What? They talking about, I'm like, I bet you, let me ask you a question. Would these phenomena look different on another side of the world? Like this, or because there's Aurora Borealis is like so much more color and so much. I'm just scared Archer's about to jump on the computer, y'all, and just mess it all up. So is it different in different places? Like, does the contact look different?
It's relative to the person.
Relative to the person,
because we are the creators of our own.
What you're looking for, like, because you recognize them a certain way, and it's like, okay, we've made eye contact.
They're going to appear to you the way that you will want to see them or envision them. And if they're good and not evil, they're not going to scare you. So they're going to appear to you to where you can recognize that they're there. Sometimes even as a cartoon character, sometimes it'll be actually them showing up, or they'll do like a synchronistic thing where it'll be a family member, but it'll be them letting you know that like it's okay. But it's the same around the world. We are the paintbrush. We are the creators of our world. And these levels we are sending is our canvas. We have the paintbrush within our minds, and we can use that paintbrush when we can activate within ourselves. So
that's one of your creations.
So this is the fractal being I just took the other day, like 2 days ago. There was we were doing, actually when I was doing the live with you guys, I was doing a shuffle on my tarot, and I felt this energy, and I was like, it's crazy storm rolled by, and there was no rain. So how are you going to have a thunderstorm roll by? There's no rain or nothing. And it looks kind of weird. It was like half this image. So I took this from out the window, and you can see a being here, his face manifesting right there. But then it's
crown on his head.
Yep, his eyes, his nose. And there's two other beings above him. And then if you look below where the building level is, there's two eyes that are under him. That's another being could come in that's coming in from the bottom. There's two things at the bottom on each side of the building are actually eyes.
That thing right there, that looks like a big lion to me.
It could, and it does look like a lion too. And that's why I say the 12D felines visit me a lot. That's why they see me more than I see 12D felines more than I see any other being. And I've seen insectoids, I've seen Arcturians, I've seen Palladians. I've seen the Palladians a lot, and some other human-like beings. But the felines, I see them so much. I have so many pictures of them that it's like they're like my knights in shining armor. When they come through, it's all love. You know it's going to be all good.
And this guy, what do you say that guy is?
Okay, so he's multiple beings here. You can see the two eyes in the bottom. He looks like he has a bird.
Megamind. He's got like a head like Megamind or something. And it just looks.
Yeah. And he also looks like he has a beak too. He looks like he has a beak there. And then his head comes to a curve. And the thing is that like with these fractal there's multiple beings in here. So there's not like just one being that you're seeing. Like as I move my camera with the mirror filter, there's multiple beings manifesting and appearing that are changing the whole dynamic of the image. So this is just a snapshot of where I was at that precise time. If I move my hand 5 degrees to the left, it's another being in another image. You know, there's another one there. You can see the eyes there. And this is just a depression in the clouds. And most people are like, oh, that's a weird looking cloud. Is it really? Is it really a weird looking cloud? And then you see him there. You can see his eyes. You see his nose. There's another being within his face there. And there's another being. It's like they're stacking each other. But it's a balance of wholeness and oneness and in the sacred geometry that we all were told this is what it is. And this is how they appear. This is also how light codes appear, because light codes use the same sacred geometry, which is all fractal, and dividing it into itself. But that's the same mathematical code the universes gave us, and they're showing that in these photos. And I actually put these all as artwork that I'm actually utilizing for people to get awareness, and I'm putting codes of love in so people can actually own these pictures and get
amazing. Even more amazing, Nev says Marvel Bliss looks like an angel. She looks like an angelic. Nev, you're in the house. Carl's in the house.
Hey, all.
Zoran. Okay, Nighthawk is back. What's up, guys?
What's up,
these
guys?
These are amazing. And so you're going to turn these into, what do they call those? NRPs? Or?
So I already have a page on OpenSea.io. You can go on to my Instagram, or I can put the link in my Telegram, OpenSea.io. The brand is called Fractal Angels, and I already have pictures are ready to go. They're NFT'd. I put a affirmation, a positive affirmation in each one of the pictures that I did. So you're going to get a boost of love and excitement from the higher density beings, and you get to own this. And
it definitely looks like sacred geometry.
It's all sacred geometry, all of it. We're all balanced. We're all one. We're all wholeness. And once we complete that.
I will never forget that day. We were live in the CW. And for those of you who don't know what the CW is, that's the Consciousness War on Telegram. But I will never forget that day on live. And there was a dragon that appeared in the cloud. And you showed everybody, and it was just like so obvious, a dragon being in the clouds. It was spectacular. I will never forget that moment. You shared.
That was an awesome moment when you guys seen that, because at that moment, I thought I was going nuts, and nobody around me, at least my friends that are around me, haven't seen anything. They felt something, and they were seeing stuff then, but like, oh, like you're crazy. You're just seeing stuff or whatever. But you guys actually acknowledged what I didn't even tell you what it was. I just said, look at this. And you're like, whoa. And that actually made me feel a lot better, because now other people who don't even know what they're looking at are actually seeing it. So it made me like, okay, this is my family here. You guys knew this. So it's like encoded in all of it.
Said, now we know why totem poles were created.
Right.
And with which intentions that connected the people. That's awesome.
Totem poles are basically, this is what we're seeing is the light. It's a light code totem pole, but that's what the totem poles represent, and that's the intent. So they're showing you how they stack beings on top of each other, but they're actually one image representing one being.
That's so cool. I didn't even think of that.
Oh wow.
Now here in the picture you're seeing. There's the orb. So when we zoomed in on that orb, there was a face in there. I mean, it looks like the face is talking to my friend on the video, but you caught the orb right in front of this thing passing through this portal that's utilizing the light from the full moon and the clouds that always go around that lunar cycle. And it's amazing that we caught both of these in the shot here in this video. It's amazing that she even realized what it was. And when we were watching it actually happen real time, I was actually like getting so many different connections and messages from them verifying that this is what that was.
So I'm going to interrupt and say, if you haven't subscribed, like and subscribe. So next time live tomorrow, we're going to have an actual contactee, Beth Noyes is going to be hanging out with us next week. We're going to talk to the man who fell to earth, Muhammad, and then we're also going to get to hang out with Robert Earl White next week on Thursday. So things are happening and it's really great. Like and subscribe. You got in the link in the description, you can send donations because it takes a lot of work for Raven and these guys to gather all this information. We're trying to do big things. We got big plans for everyone in the CW. There's a conference in October that we're all coming to. It's going to be so much excitement and so much fun when you have your real friends who really freaking understand what you're talking about able to come hang out with you. And I want to tell you how deep it is, this type of oppression that we're under, this type of the kind of spirits that are walking the earth. And I'm not going to tell you the name of the person, but Dab experienced it last night, the spirit pressure, the demonic pressure that comes from having these beings around us and oppressing us. Last night, a very famous or notorious, I should say, politician was in Denver last night, and you could not believe the amount of interference on the phone and on the internet and the suppression that happened last night, that we actually witnessed it. He could feel the spirit pressure. It was bothering him. And he didn't even realize it. And then he said, oh, so-and-so is here. I said, well, that's what's wrong. That's what's going on. That's what's causing arguments. It was causing discord. It was causing electronic failure and stuff like that. So this is the reason why we have this channel. This is the reason why we're talking. And, you know, lot more education coming, a lot more communication coming. All our friends, we want to support you in your endeavors. So let's keep the communication open. And I'm going to go back to Dab again, because this green light that keeps flipping up here just freaks me out. I'm just like, why is it green? Like, wow, this thing was all over the place.
They're giving you the green light. Go ahead and talk. That's what they're saying.
Me the green light. It's so funny because I just had a by chance conversation and my teacher said, go, 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 just keep going. So that was Dab's folder.
Synchronicity.
Yeah. So Stephanie, what has been your experience with contact?
Okay, so I've also had similar experiences like Dab where they show up in clouds. I haven't had any, how do I put this? I haven't had any physical or I guess I would call it 3D contact or experience. Now, when we were on live for the CW during Lionsgate, we were all watching CW together and watching Elena's video Look Up. So during that time, you know, I was expressing how I've never seen anything like that. And during the video, as we're watching it, I see the shooting star fly by. But I'm thinking now, after talking to several people, that it wasn't actually a shooting star because it kind of ducked behind a tree a little bit, but it was fantastic. I felt all the hairs on my body stand straight up. It was just an amazing moment. And it was the day before Lionsgate. It was awesome. And then I've also had experiences like that where they'll show up in the clouds. I put a photograph in chat. I don't know if you can pull that in the living room.
Okay.
And if you can pull that up, it will show you what
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I will show that.
This was actually during the Sirius portal, the gateway, when that opened, the opening of Lionsgate. So this is a line being coming through the clouds, and as you can see, there's a beautiful rainbow around it. And yeah, that was a very magical moment for me.
That's your rainbow.
Yeah. So I was working, doing a lot of meditations and working with the grid where I was, because where I grew up. It's actually on the 33rd parallel, which if you've studied Oceana Dean material or the Lisa Renee stuff, that is a very, very important ley line. So just helping with the checkerboard mutations and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a very magical moment. But I've also had etheric beings come to me. So I couldn't tell you their names or what exactly I experienced. Sometimes when I experience things, I don't find out until later on what it is that I'm experiencing, because I have these special gifts. I can see, I could see, I guess, through the veil, as some people call it. So this one time, this is like the coolest thing I've experienced lately. And this was like maybe a year ago, but I was in my parents' house in the living room, and I was actually gifted a portal after September 11th to help usher souls that were exiting through max exodus after the tragic day of 9/11. So I was gifted a portal to help them cross over. And the portal still is running and functioning to this day. We have it set up as a guiding light to help those lost souls, help them transition if they need to, whenever there's like a mass exodus, with the assholes try to kill us off. Yeah. We have it set up so it's basically a one-way door, and it takes it to the highest, most appropriate place they need to go. So so one day I was just feeling so much love and just sitting in my living room, just like having this beautiful moment by myself, just sitting in my heart space. And all of a sudden, there's this etheric mantis, and it's not like the mantis that Elena describes in her book. It's not humanoid. It actually looks like a mantis, and this thing was giant, you guys. The biggest etheric being I've ever seen in my life coming through this particular portal. So I'm not scared because I was just in such a loving place. I wasn't afraid, but I was kind of like, whoa, like, is this really happening? I can't believe this is happening. Nobody's going to believe what I'm experiencing right now. Everybody's going to think I'm like cuckoo, cuckoo, right? So I'm like having this beautiful moment, and it was almost like it was asking me if it could put its, I don't know what to call it, its paws on the back of my shoulder. So it stood behind me and just kind of laid its arms on my shoulder. And we just kind of sat there. It was almost like a trust exercise, I feel like, looking back on it. But we just sat there and just like, we were in such a state of love and just, that ooey gooey, like,
That's what you manifest. That's what you're like, that girl that spreads the blue skies and rainbows and sun from heaven.
Yes, that's what we were doing. That was what we were doing. And at first it was very intimidating because this thing filled up the entire living room, and my home is maybe in the living room 2-3 stories high. So it was that big, you guys. It just filled up the whole space. But it was so beautiful. I mean, the eyes were beautiful. It was like this purpley blue color. I felt more a feminine energy, but I have no clue what kind of sex it was. Or anyway, it was just a magical moment, and I will never forget that. I have a lot of moments like that. But that was the coolest, most recent one. And at first I was like, you're not gonna like take my head off, because this thing's huge,
Yeah.
Knowing mantises, I used to have one as a child, as a pet. So knowing mantises,
I
yeah.
remember you talking about this because one appeared on my mom's ceiling. So I had to like look up the spiritual meaning of it. And I was like, how is anybody going to bed with this praying mantis on the ceiling? But she went to bed just like that. She didn't work on it. It was crazy.
That's
So
so
we're
funny.
going to turn on to the next group of photos. Let's see. Hopefully I did that right. Whose is this? I believe this is in Sage's folder.
This is a fractal image again of a being.
Like a sheep or a puppy or something.
So yeah, you can see in here the eyes. You notice the eyes to each side looks like a cow or sheep in the middle. And
Bat,
eyes
it looks like
there's
a
a face
bat.
right there. So there's a face there, and you can see the eyes. But then go down as you're going down. There's another being. As you move the mouse down, there's a face there, and it opens up to another face. And then the bigger picture is it looks like a cow looking at you, or a being where you can see the eyes on each side of the picture.
Batman, dude, I see like a whole like a vampire bat right here.
You
Oh,
see them
wow.
there?
Yeah.
You also see a guy looks like he's wearing a mask as you go down into the picture. It
This
looks like
one
he's wearing like right there, right where your mouse is. There's a face there, and there's 3 faces under him. There's 4 faces, 5 faces under him that goes across the whole image. And then the bigger picture is a huge face with 2 big eyes to the right and left. You can see the pupils in the eyes, and then the nose. And then it's just insane, like how many beings are showing up here on this.
In Galactic Pets.
There's
a lot of animals in here. A lot of animal faces.
A lot of them are animals in the sense. A lot of the beings that we picture that they would look like are cartoon characters that we watch every Saturday morning as kids. Some of them are actually real beings. Like some of these cartoon characters we used to grow up watching are actually real beings. So like, and it blew my mind because they're actually just showing us in front of TV, and we're thinking they're make-believe characters, and they're really like.
It sounds like say there was a spirit there, and then you put smoke, and then it's like that thing makes an impression because the smoke has to fill in the spaces around it, right?
Yes.
It's an impression. I am here.
Right.
What's this on? Do I need to go to the next one to see?
That's a picture. Okay, so this is a picture where Sage caught again. I think this is the full moon. Okay, and the full moon was disco balling behind the cloud, and it was making these bright colors: purple, red, green, yellow, and
it's rainbow up in there.
Rainbow, yeah. And this is during the Lionsgate portal. So this is the last day of the Lionsgate portal at its peak when it's opening up. So you can almost see they were doing something with the moon in a portal behind the clouds, and we were intentionally looking for them, and they intentionally flash these lights at us to let us know, hey, you're right on target. That's the synchronicity about it, is that they actually communicate with you. And we were actually reaching out to them saying, hey, can you let us know what we're doing, if we're on the right path? And this was like hey, look over here, you're doing exactly what you want, and your intentions are good. So we're going to show you what you want to see.
Type colors. That's crazy because it's not like blue light. Like nighttime is blue light.
Right. Right. And you're seeing not green, pink, yellow, orange.
Not pink, yellow, orange, and green. Purple up in here.
Man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I gave her the video. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So we got Sage's artwork in the folder. She's not here to tell us about it. That's really cool. I gotta replay that. Let me see. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I think she drew. Is that you?
Is that Sage?
I think she drew you at Storm. I think that's you at Storm.
Who?
You. I think she drew you at Storm.
Me?
I think that's what it is.
Oh, she got a surprise for you.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
You didn't even know.
I think it looks like you when you were a Storm.
I think I'm real cute. Okay, so this. Oh, what is this?
Oh yeah, that's the split of the moon.
Dot next to that's the sun or the moon. That's the sun, right?
That's the moon.
That's the moon. This is when the moon was
split
the other day. Mm-hmm. And I
was closer. You see it moving.
I thought it was cross-eyed seeing this. It was,
Look how it's
it was
moving closer to the moon.
It's
yeah.
something distorting
Oh,
the moon.
wow.
It's when the moon was phasing out. I think we were already going into 4D and we were looking at a 3D moon, and it was literally two moons side by side of each other, and
But
my
there's a
eyes were
little
like,
dot next to it. That thing is moving into the moon.
yes.
And,
I think it was during the portal too. I think it's a portal, really.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
actually the
and
portal opening.
Alex Carrier sit there and said that the Lions is doing something on the moon to
He
see
did
they can
say
get
that.
the attention of the of everybody to pay attention to.
Is there any more of that on here? Does it come? No, I'm just gonna go back to that again. You see that little dot, you guys, and it starts out on the outer side. There's still the two moons, but then there's another thing moving towards it, a little dot. I'm gonna stop it. And so
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah,
That's not a
little
lens
dot.
flare either.
That's not a lens flare. I told you.
Nope. Yeah, that is
So-
interesting.
So here's another thing I noticed about this is too. Well, all my pictures that I did take that I caught and I thought I found something. Once this shift happened, I think it was like the alignment of all the planets. It literally changed. Like it uncovered more of the picture that was missing, and like more stuff showed up in my pictures. So I was getting a whole new picture almost of stuff that was uncovering in the pictures. It was like
So you can see that little dot, and you can see the double.
yeah, but originally that little dot might have not been as visible right away until like that happened, and all of a sudden the dots in the pictures and the picture changed after I took it. So it's like they went back in time and changed my picture, or maybe they just allowed it to be seen.
On the other side now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's crazy. Look at it on the other side, y'all. It's crazy.
Look at it. You see the split? You see the split? Look, it popped out. It pops out. It shows you the portal as we're doing this. Now, I didn't even notice that part where it popped out of it. I thought it was already. Wow, it just popped out. Wow.
Look
See,
at
they're,
that.
they're
Coming out
actually
on
affecting
the
the
other side.
timeline as we're speaking about it. So it is.
On the other side. Look at that. And it's moving.
And look how that's a moon. That's not the sun. That is the moon. Okay. So look how bright it is. It's just like insane.
Farther and farther away. It's moving.
Yeah. And if you see that thing, it's so if you notice on full moons, okay, if you're ever outside during a full moon, you look up, there's always going to be like a little star that looks like it's right next to the moon. And that's in our atmosphere. Okay. That thing is huge. I think it's actually a ship that's really, really big, but from the distance we're looking at it, but it's actually interacting with this thing, the moon, as we were capturing it. And we were like, whoa, is this thing moving next to it? And you can see this faint star low enough to be somewhere in the atmosphere, but like noticeable to where it's like, okay, that's not a planet, that's not a satellite, that's not space.
I'm recording it now. I'm recording it now. What the
I wonder who that is.
I'm recording
The next
now.
one is from Celestial. He's in the chat, but we got her evidence, and I'm gonna play it. We lost our cookies because what the crap? That was crazy. Just watch this.
Yeah, that motherfucker turning green.
Why is it green?
I don't know, but that is very.
I think it's the heart chakra.
And it changed colors.
Another light. Now
It's saying, hey, green light,
It
go
can
ahead.
control the light like that. You know, I've had things play with my light, so I totally. They probably do this a lot, and people just aren't paying attention. You know?
No, they not.
brand new bulb and it was. I unscrewed the light bulb and stayed lit. I said, "What the hell is going on? Why this light bulb won't go off?" I had to put it in a box. I was like, "We gonna save you." But another friend of mine, she was like, "Girl, somebody is trying to talk to you," and they got a hold of that light bulb, and that brand new light bulb, it was going crazy.
That was like the time.
Yeah, it went out. It went out. It went down. It went real low, and then it came on green as a green light. Like the light was that original color that you see at the end, and then it was green. And I was sitting there saying, "Well, I think the Alliance gave us the green light right here."
Yeah, that's synchronicity right there for you.
And look, when you look at that video, when you analyze that video, because I analyzed that video through and through, You look at the lens flare, the damn thing.
It's like super orange. Why is it then green?
And look at the lens. Look at the lens flare. The lens flare is changing colors too to let you know it's coming from that light. That's why. It's, So yeah.
Orange. That does not make sense.
And that was way back in July when this happened. So yeah.
I think what was going on that night with you and Truly what was going on what all did you all witness that night? Because I've seen what happens down the street too, like two different what do you call them? Street lights, and they're like, it's like they're having a contest, a blinking contest.
Yeah.
Well, she was watching these orbs that was flying behind the clouds, and they was glowing. Like I put that footage in there, on the folder. You can go find that and put it in that other folder.
Oh yeah, that one was cool.
And the objects was flying in the clouds, and they was moving around like fish, you know. But that light right there, we was like in a little like teleconference thing, and we was looking at the thing, and you know, and you saw that. I said, look, you see that light turning green? And then Truly took the camera and turned toward it, and you saw the light turn green. Like I said, it went off first, and then it was dim. It was very dim, and then it came on green, bright like that. And then it happened another time, a second time, and all she got is a picture that time.
Okay, let's see. Is this a picture or this is? You guys can see this?
Yeah, zoom in on it. Like, can you zoom in on it? Open it up.
I think it's something blocking. I can't see nothing. It's like it's something in the way. Like point toward the clouds without any no obstruction in the way.
Why is so damn dim?
That one.
Yeah, they knocked me out again.
Yeah, they probably look at the
something in the way. Like point to the obstruction.
Still
going. Point toward the clouds without any obstruction.
Yeah, that's the clouds right there. You saw something moving in it, under it, a light glowing under
the
it.
clouds with nothing in between the camera. Because it's like something black in front of me.
Yeah, Trudy was trying to figure out, where to point it at. I think she had night vision on her camera. Because she was fixated in the sky with the clouds and these objects going. It was dark on the video.
I can't see them. What the fuck going on? Yeah, I see it now. And the damn thing pixelated.
So you see the clouds glowing. That thing is like in like night vision or something. Like not night vision, but night mode, which is just enhancement of low light.
Maybe you sent them all.
I'm not seeing that.
Okay.
No, something in the way. It's like a tree or something in the way.
Okay, so
we got many videos of this.
I'm recording from my end.
Yeah. You guys see that?
Yeah,
you see the clouds. They always came in.
I just got a big one while recording.
Yeah.
So you would think like in Universal they have those.
Look at that! You could tell they shining inside the clouds.
Okay, I'm like.
Hear that dirty phase of moon?
Yeah, there it goes. So that light right there. That light that shines through the clouds. Yeah, they behind the clouds. Yeah.
Is the video still going or what?
Yeah, the video's still going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep playing the video. That's it right there.
Want to because I want to explain something.
Yeah, go ahead.
So studios and different places when they have a light show, they show the Batman type light beam going up. You would see the columns of beam going up to do the light show. When you're looking at this, you see the things moving around, 5, 6 lights moving around like a light show. Where are the beams? So, because when we look at this, we're looking at how do you explain it away? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you do this,
I'm recording from my end.
Look at these lights.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Beams anywhere.
Not see a light.
I got a big
look
one
at that.
while recording.
Cool. It's like there's a portal.
You can tell they shine inside the
clouds. You can tell shining from behind the clouds.
They are inside the clouds. I know physics.
It's like it was coming out.
My name is Jermaine Chavis / Revan Rising. That shit.
So
y'all hear me?
That's big.
Wow, look at that.
That's
They messing with my
crazy.
damn mic. They messing with my mic. Y'all hear me? They messing with my mic
They
and shit.
like
I'm
they
recording.
like fish in
Drones
I've been
water.
recording for like last
for
minute.
the rest of the light, if it's shown,
You got to pause it because they can't hear you.
there's something going on over here as well. Yeah, up top above those, there's
Yeah.
something across the sky. Yeah. Yeah, truly.
Oh shit! I think I got something else.
Yes.
When you were zoomed to the sky, I zoomed in on the recording. It was a light in the background up in the sky,
That was a drone.
like an orb.
It would be
Yeah, I zoomed in on. I got it
You see how
recorded.
they moving
You're right
around
there.
Yeah,
behind the
baby.
clouds? You
Yeah,
see how they
yeah.
moving around
They
behind
hide
the clouds?
behind it.
Y'all to get this
Yeah.
evidence.
Mhm.
Information.
They hide behind those clouds, man, pretty often. In fact, if you look up at the clouds when you're seeing these things and you start seeing these orbs, they will, if there's a cloud present, they are hiding 50% of the time if you're not ready to see them. That's the key part. At
Funny.
nighttime,
Is that I saw another video at Fort Hood, Texas, where the exact same thing was happening. It was broad daylight, and people were like, "They're coming for us, y'all! They coming!" The same thing was happening in Fort Hood, Texas. Same kind of video. It was 2013 or 2020 something, 20 maybe 2013 or something. I saw it. So wow, that's all I can say is wow on that. Stop the share on that one. That's pretty significant, and we would like to explain it away because it's like oh, it's just a light show. It's just, what do you call those things? The
light codes,
drones
downloads.
or whatever. But I've seen drone shows, and you have to see them go up and come down, and I don't know if drones go that
Yeah,
far.
These things are conscious, man. They're conscious.
Those are orbs. I saw those at ESETI up close. They were surrounding me. That's what those are. That's what those things are. And that's the ones that's been visiting me in the neighborhood. But yep, that's what those are. And you can see them, they moving around like fish. That's anti-gravity. Planes can't do that.
Our homegirl in the chat, this Tina sent us some stuff, and it looks crazy. I can tell you.
Oh yeah, this though Tina got the best evidence. You talking
Man,
about best,
she gets some
best
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Tina had some lights on top of her house that hadn't worked for 5 years, and all of a sudden they started turning on and changing colors. So
they were producing a strong enough electric field to put electrons,
So these are some of the lights in the sky that she's seeing. Is that the moon, Jermaine?
No, I don't think
Hell
so.
no, they in the moon. They don't even make no sense. Like the moon is not gonna be shaped and distorted like that.
Is that Jupiter?
No. That's ridiculous. Jupiter is like a star. Unless you zoom in on it with a telephoto lens that's on the way. I got a telephoto lens on the way, 300 magnification factor.
How did it change from here to there? Like she pulled the camera out.
Yeah, she's zooming in. That's what it is. It's like probably about 2-3 miles out.
What is fragment
now, that don't, you would think that would be motion blur, but if it is motion blur, you see it change direction. So it could be the object could be actually that.
And gosh, that's a bit much. Okay.
They're like this damn thing shape shifting, and she might caught it in the frame of shape shifting. You gotta look at the video and see, because she got a lot of good evidence.
Is this one a video? Because it has a little button on it.
No, that's a screenshot of a video. That's not a video.
Maybe
You'll know if it's a video. You'll have the controls of a video. You'll know. So she's taking them as frames, and then also this object is glowing. You can tell at nighttime. It's not fire, it's glowing. That's another thing that you need to recognize. This thing, look, it's shapes to this. There's a hole in there. This thing is changing colors and there's a shape to it. These are actual objects. These are not just energy balls.
Now it's like there's a light came through, like it punched through something.
Well, first of all, these are zoomed in. So she's looking at these far away and she had to zoom in. So this is plasma. You can see the color changing in the geometry of it. So in the shape of it, you see these color changes, interchange throughout. That's only a plasma field. Fire can't do that. So ain't no fucking flare and none of the other bullshit.
So the thing we're looking at is this big bright up here. What is
Then you got to know they're
Oh, are we
flashing over
looking at
there.
flashing? That's a lot of flashing.
Well,
Good
Tina should
stuff.
be in here. Oh, Danny just joined. Danny Henderson.
Wow.
Yeah,
no,
but splitting
not
up, man.
Yeah, we got our own fucking UFO evidence, motherfuckers.
You're so crazy. It's like that. You're like that dude hanging off the back of the truck talking trash.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's
So,
Disco
I wish we
Tina.
could
that's just
see
amazing.
that video of on the top of the roof, those lights
Okay,
lighting back
Terry, that's cool.
too.
And Elena is asleep.
This is like a light bulb
She on the ship.
in the sky. Like, why is there a light bulb in the sky? Like,
I don't know. That's
Is Elena up,
are you
Danny?
are
I
you
see
in
you
the chat talking about it?
I
where's
see Danny in the
Tina?
chat.
So
Tina's
you
in
can
there.
see
She
that
need to get
weird
in here.
thing in the sky.
Well, there she go right
Here
there.
she
Let her talk.
goes.
I think that's an airplane.
Okay, so the flashing, the blippy is the plane, but
Okay.
that's not
See,
the moon.
an airplane. Is everybody sure there's an airplane? So it's not gliding. And then like this thing, it's just right there. It's not a moon. It's again, right? Where I can see it from my house. See, I can show you. There's a neighbor. There's that. There goes the plane. See how big it is?
It's and it looks like a damn light bulb hanging out of the sky.
It does. It
That's
does.
crazy. It looks like a light bulb.
It does.
Like, get a clue.
So
It's a light bulb. Get a clue.
Insane. That's insane, man.
A lot of little blippy action going on around there too.
Well,
Disco
some of
Tina
this
gets
is
all
her.
gets crazy.
Some of this motion is caused by her trying to stabilize. So that's the motion of her hand trying to look at a
Danny
moving
Henderson's
object.
in the house. We gave a shout out. We're talking about how excited we are to come to the conference.
see?
Everybody put their little fingers like this.
I
Like,
can't even do that. I think I tried.
Do that. I have to like.
can we
I
do?
gotta hold my hand.
Share this on your Facebook, Danny.
Yeah.
I see you in the chat.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, got it now.
Wow, we hadn't gotten to Jermaine's crazy stuff. God, he got going on, but who? Well, you know, I saved you for last because I know you're gonna have the most to say. So it's just so.
The most to say.
Mars.
Wow, Tina. Ooh, there it goes.
Oh wow.
Is there some color change going on? Is that
Yeah,
what I?
Yes,
that's
that don't supposed
definitely
to
that.
happen. It's
Yeah,
changing shape and it's
roving.
changing colors. That's a plasma.
This is what I.
It's surrounded by a
it's
plasma,
cool.
or that
Yeah.
object is a plasma.
Look
When
at
we're
that.
sharing this stuff and we're like showing each other, like, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you what happened. When she's showing it to me, the screen will pixelate on whatever device so that she can see it. It's in the video and I can't see it. I've seen Jermaine with two phones line it up where I couldn't visually see it out of the original camera, but if he put another camera in front of it, I could then see what he was seeing. Otherwise, directly from Telegram, it would show me a blur.
Okay,
Mhm.
Danny just shared the live on her Facebook.
Funny business
Thank
here.
you, Danny.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. Thank you, Danny.
The more the light bulb with Tina, this crazy light bulb, color change, distortion, changing
Yeah,
shapes.
that's plasma change. That's energy levels. They change the energy level of the gas using electric fields. So that's what's happening.
And it's happening in our atmosphere when they're doing it. It's that close, like the interaction. Like it looks like it's far away, but it's really like they're really right there.
And here's the proof of that, because you can't go outside every night and see the moon. The moon moves. The constellations move.
Well,
But
that damn
if
thing
you
is a
go
ship anyway.
If you
Right.
go outside every day and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go look to the left, and every day something starts out right there on the left every day, like
And it
No.
don't move.
Right.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
It's still
Don't
there.
make
It's like,
sense.
it's like
How
you
they-
flip the lights on and a roach got caught. And
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah, you right there. Same damn star in the same location. Ridiculous.
right.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
no,
And how's the earth spinning and you're still seeing this thing? It's just
Exactly.
mind blowing. You know?
Right.
every day. Can we say every day? Every day, you know?
Yeah, every night. Every fucking time around
Every
1
night.
a.m., 2 a.m.,
I
I'm
bet
looking
you
for a
right
star.
now they're probably outside. So
Right.
They
right
probably
now, you go
are.
look
Looking at a
outside,
fucking
you
star.
ask
Go
them, they're
outside
there.
right now, and they're
Speaking of
probably
that, there's no. Have you noticed? You haven't seen any stars lately? Has it been like so
Exactly.
bright?
I can't find
that
no
you-
fucking stars.
I can't see them either. I don't know. I have not for the last month. I don't see any stars other than these beings seeing me all the time. And I don't think people notice this, but if you look up in the clouds, it's not light pollution, or the stars. It's not light pollution blocking it, because like there's literally no stars in the sky.
Right. Right. All right. Let's see. Am I here or here? Here or here? Here. Okay. So this is Jermaine. Jermaine, this is a photo.
Yeah. So
What day is this? Is this like the 4 or 5 a.m. type stuff or?
well, I took so much evidence of long footage. So this actually started around like this one came back in June when they started visiting me was July 21st. So
Okay.
this was right around almost 6 in the
Wow.
morning, but it came around 5:12 in the morning and it was still dark. It was no twilight. And
So
you can tell ain't no fucking planet, there ain't no fucking star. Because I can tell you it ain't no fucking star because stars are far away and they points of light. And you gotta have a powerful telescope on an observatory to see a star. When you zoom into something, when it grows in size, that means it's close. And you got to keep zooming in multiple factors on magnification. Then you get the
this hard
You see-
edge.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, there's multiple hard
2,
edges.
3. So this is 6-sided. This is a 6-sided object, and then around it, 1, 2, 3.
And you
4.
can see around it as the color fade away is a distortion field around it. So
Yeah.
look at this. Look at this side. I wish I was sure. I'm still using the mouse. Well, you see the sides outside and the sky, and then you see around it, there's like a distortion real close to it. But you go outside, the image all flat.
This look like a distortion. This looks
Yeah.
like an object that has 6 sides inside something else that has 8 sides, and then there's something
But,
around.
that thing look transparent so you can see through it. That's a field.
So
That's a distortion field.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
And I think it was like 2 or 3 miles out.
I'm just touch screen, just playing with it. Lord have mercy. This
Oh,
thing.
you can analyze this for a long time. They want to come around here. I'm gonna get a lot of fucking evidence.
There's the orb in front of me right now. You see it?
Where?
See that?
Oh yeah, I do.
And it wasn't there. I'm sitting. Look, I'll move over and see if it pops up in there. But I've been sitting here the whole time until this orb. Well, now it'll pop up on here. But
There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I see something around here. Oh, crap.
mhm.
But that one you looking at right now, that's I was moving the camera, but go to the one, let's go to the video. The video is the best one.
I mean, I like this because is this the moon, Jermaine?
No, ain't no damn moon.
Not the moon.
Ain't no way in hell is the moon. It would be it's too small.
Is this
The
an air-
moon, because that's close to the horizon. So what you gotta understand, that's like 14 degrees above the horizon. You go
Is this
14 degrees down, you at the horizon.
Okay. Is this overside this building every day or what's going on?
Well, that was back in July, so this is old. It ain't been that like now.
Let me see.
So I was observing this thing going into the clouds, coming out. When I caught it on the video. When you show the video, I caught it coming in, like it was coming from the clouds high up. It ain't just when I see it, it's there.
Look at those edges.
And look how bright it is. So yeah, I caught this motherfucker coming through the cloud. Hit that on full stream so you can get the on that video.
Is it gonna be full screen? Okay.
No, yeah, I guess that's good.
Oh my God, the cat's outside
Hey,
of
look.
light.
There you go. You see it coming from behind the clouds? That light, because I had to keep moving my camera because I was trying to record on another camera, but so I had 2 phones, so my other phone was looking down because I was trying to make sure, and you see it, boom, it's coming from behind. You got that light in the distance. That's that object you just saw. This is another time of the and I sit there with looking at other lights to sit there and compare. But you see it's coming in and you see it's flashing. It's a bright ass light getting brighter and brighter as it gets closer and closer.
That is so cool.
Wow. Huh.
And when I was out there, I ain't had no selfie stick. I gotta get me another selfie stick because I can't stay the They ain't damn sure ain't no damn moon coming from in front of the clouds. That's
with
a
an
cloud
overcast.
right there.
Yeah, overcast the sky there.
That means those clouds, whatever distance they are, you can find out how far that thing is from me, looking at the camera. But that was below the cloud deck. And on the video, I caught it leaving the area. I think this is the one where I caught it leaving the area. But yeah, this motherfucker don't supposed to be there. That's not a star. That's not a planet. It don't flash like that. It ain't that damn big when I'm zooming in on the 8 magnification zoom. So a lot of my evidence I got stream recording evidence that shows you how the magnification and stuff on the video.
What's the light above it? Like there's a firm light going across the sky.
What? No, that's glare from lights in the
from something.
That's glare. That's that. Don't even worry about. That's glare.
You know what? I can tell that thing is moving away.
Sometimes you gotta question it though, because sometimes that glare could be them too. I mean, I've seen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's coming from the light in the neighborhood.
So now it's blinking.
Yeah, it's blinking. It came in blinking.
Wow.
This one time, you see it's shining. It's like that's a plasma. Fire don't do that. Fire don't have no intense brightness like that. That's what you can tell. And since it's in front of the clouds, you can't say it's a planet, can't say it's Jupiter, can't say it's a star. Damn sure ain't no star because ain't no 8 magnification zoom gonna see a star as a big object.
That's moving across the sky. That is
it's moving, yeah.
You know what it almost looks like? You know how quarters are flat, and if it was a quarter to rotate like that, like that's what it looks like, something flat that's rotating the way that it, but that's just me. I don't know.
That's just the plasma changing energy levels.
Wow.
You see it vibrating, like it's pulsating, different colors that vibrating.
The field. If I had a 300 magnification zoom, I'll be able to see what the fuck it looked like. But that was a couple of miles away.
So look up, y'all. Look up. Just gotta get our good quality cameras going on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And if you have good intent and you're asking for them,
so now you can tell that it's moving further away.
Oh
now.
Yeah, it's leaving the area.
Wow, wow.
I got a lot of footage. I got it going all the way. I got one that I put in there. I don't know if you got it. That goes behind the cloud, and you see it come out the cloud, go from the other side of the cloud. I knew it was went up there and flew above the cloud. It's been the same object that I've been observing for about 2 months in the month, and I caught it in different ways. But I don't know if you got it in there. But I put in that photo.
Our friend Robert Earl White gave us some stuff to look at, y'all.
Oh yeah, man. We'll see this.
I don't think we got any video. Or is this a video?
I think it's that TikTok. The TikTok one. Yeah, TikTok.
It's a video. Okay, so open the video. I ain't gonna share that part. Oh, I ain't gonna share that part yet. Gotta find y'all. And then
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, because this is right up Bab's alley. What we're gonna show here is we had to take to keep someone's privacy. What is this? Now you know what's weird about this picture, because at first it looks like a painted background that's just laying on a wall or something.
Right.
I don't know why I get that impression, but it's because of what's happening inside the tunnel. Now this guy is blurred, but what you got on my 40, man? Tell me what you see.
I see a face. I see a face. Both eyes, nose, mouth, and eyes to the right corner here. You can see the nose is long and skinny. The mouth is right there, right where your mouse is if you go down with your mouse, it's like right there. You're right by the nose, and yeah, that's a face. It's like leaning to the left, like this kind of, with his mouth like open.
Eyes, 3 blue eyes.
And a profound nose.
This kind of eyes, Jermaine. There's a particular
I
alien
see it.
eye.
I see a fourth eye.
Yeah, I do see a fourth eye in the top. That's why I said
eye.
it makes the nose in the middle.
Yeah,
With that
fuck.
one,
That
you
is
can see
weird.
the bridge of the nose.
Yep. Tulip sees it.
It's
It
almost
looks like his
they're
mouth
doing
is
a
kind of
photo
open.
bomb.
What are
They're
you doing?
photo bombing him.
Night
That's insane.
Party. Wow. That
That's
is crazy. And it's funny because sometimes I feel like when I'm looking with my naked eye that I see things that the camera doesn't see. But then sometimes the camera sees things that I can't see. And I honestly feel that there's a huge difference from what I see and what can be picked up digitally. And I'm not just talking about like 20/20 vision.
Mhm.
I'm saying when I look at people's faces, sometimes I see a person's face that looks away and I can take a picture of them and that's not the same thing that I see. So we see things with our physical eye and then a spiritual eye. And then this is like the digital eye. And sometimes I feel like I think we need all three of them,
mm-hmm.
you know.
And
But
the digital eye can sometimes pick up the etheric, because I've had some pretty crazy pictures too, where it seems like it picks it up.
Yeah, with your eyes open, you're gonna see a lot more than you regularly see. And then sometimes when you think you're seeing something, you take that photo and you have that contact, you will see a lot more once your third eye opens. The picture will be even more vivid and detailed with things that you didn't see when you first captured it. So sometimes that happens. That's for like a fractal timeline change.
this is another picture from that our homie Robert Earl with the 6D chicken. He sent us, and I don't know, how do you all feel about crop circles? I don't know. I used to be mystified. Now I just keep my nose out of it. I don't know.
I love crop
They-
circles.
They made it seem like people are playing jokes on us. Remember the
Oh
other
no
night?
no hell no.
No, hold
When you
on.
look at
So-
the geometry, yeah.
What was that? Psionics that we watched? Semantics?
Mhm.
What's the
Oh
word?
yes.
Yeah, semantic.
You see the plate?
Semantics.
Mhm.
Yeah. That
So
was
we were
really
watching
cool.
videos the other night of what noise and vibration music makes. And so that's what this plate is right here. And they are comparing that to statues and comparing that also to the crop circles. I thought it was stunning, the comparison, that someone even made those comparisons. I never thought of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah, I
awareness.
love crop circles. That's actually how me and Jermaine started talking. Is
Right.
we were decoding the crop circles.
So shout out to the Order of Light and Robert Earl White. He will be hanging out with us next week, and we're gonna get personal because I'm nosy. I want to know about this girlfriend he got. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what's going on with the chicken. Where did you meet
Yeah, the
chicken?
chicken's awesome.
Where did you meet this chicken? Where did this chicken come from? And it was so cool to talk to him the other day because it was like we have a lot of similar background in spirituality and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. Now that's not all, because I'm not done. I'm not done.
I'm not done. There's more.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
There's more besides, and that's not all.
Yeah.
Singing old church songs and stuff. Night are big and bright. Yeah. Oh God, where am I supposed to be with the video?
I think all of all the beings that like might have pictures of them that you didn't even know you captured. Most people when they take a picture of a sunset or something recently, there might be something in that picture. So take a look at your pictures again and see, you guys, if you have any differences and stuff that you haven't noticed. If you have because I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of things that are being unveiled now that we're in this new vibrational frequency.
Yes.
Okay, now that's truly, I guess something, I got 2 digital players up at the same time or something. So, but guess what? It's going to be worth it. Let me see. Where is it? I can see it here. Hold on a second, guys. Next thing will pop up is my red light camera ticket or something, but I tell you. You know, every time I go to Zoom and start, it's always my red light camera ticket. I'm like, what the heck? Why is my red light camera ticket popping? Which should be illegal, you know? Okay. Why is this not coming up? It's not coming up, advanced.
We can just blame the archons, what Jermaine always says.
Yeah.
Blame the archons.
It's driving me crazy. There it is. It finally popped up. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
Wow.
You guys see it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flipping in midair.
What in the world? Whoa. You see that? Whoa.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Anti-gravity.
It just
You know,
flips.
in hell,
It just flips
you know,
like
in hell plane. You flip a plane, it stalls. If ain't no, if the air pressure under the wing is not the right air pressure, it can't lift itself, so it stalls and fall out the sky.
The birds. So this is like real time. You can hear the birds chirping.
Like,
that's insane.
wow.
That's insane. And
Planes
look how
can't do that.
quick it
They'll
changed
fall-
direction.
yeah. They'll fall out the sky.
Wow.
Jermaine,
Acrobatic.
was flipping. Remember how it was that picture, that thing looks like it was flipping. So
It was flipping. That definitely was flipping, and planes can't do that.
It's flipping. Look at it. It's like
Planes can't do that. You can't
Now,
flip a plane. It'll
the
fall out
like
the
a
sky.
change in direction like that. That was an instant change of direction. I've never.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, they're
That's
showing
anti-gravity.
off. They're showing off right there.
video that Jermaine had, it looked like to me a flat quarter that was flipping. And I'm wondering, you know, was it something?
No, that wasn't. No, that's a light. The one I got is a light. It's plasma. It's shining. I saw them at ECETI. This is the object that's flipping.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Tangible.
a metallic object that's shaping. You see it change and move and fly.
Oh, I see where it went. It went up into
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the Federation ain't playing. The CASHAPP pilots coming out there and doing their little maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Instant directional change is insane. That's a hard maneuver to do with our technology that we thought we had. But anti-gravity, you can do that on the stop of a dime.
Yeah, it's easy. It's called field propulsion.
Man. So anything you want to any questions in the chat, any shout outs, you guys? We'll let you do that. It's going to take like a minute. I will play video and stop it, play it, screenshot it, play video, stop it, screenshot repeatedly, got several different colors. That's Tina. Wow. So Jermaine, you're how do people reach you anyway now? Because I heard you got Truth Social, so now I got to go do work and get Truth Social now. How do we reach you?
Reverend Rising is dead on Facebook, so don't even go looking. That account is gone. They destroyed it. It's completely gone.
Amazing how
So I got
John
an
Connor got took
Instagram,
out.
and like she mentioned, Truth Social. Of course, my group on Telegram, and I got a Twitter, but I only got like 25 followers with this. But yeah, that's it.
I got kicked off of Twitter for messing with Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
What did you do to Barbara Streisand?
You needed to get rid of her, get rid of all of them, man. Like, if you mess with them, they stop tweeting, you did a good job.
Well, you know, when Goya was giving away all that free food, but they attacked them because a certain person they didn't like, so they didn't like that person. And I said, what the hell are you doing during this crisis to help people with your rich behind? You know what I'm saying? But you Goya from giving away free food to New York during the crisis. So, you know, I was like, it was her, it was Cher, all those people who were talking about boycott Gaia. I thought, wow, you guys are a bunch of lazy twats. Y'all not doing nothing to help nobody, but you gonna protest? Like, I mean, I just felt like, you know, nobody came outside. Nobody came outside to help anybody. They were all having some people break store windows and stuff like that. So I just felt like they were all full of crap. Then that other girl, she's a model, Christy, is it Christy T?
Oh,
Chrissy
yeah.
Teigen. Yeah. I think she's evil, man. She's like just evil what she talks about on Twitter.
Evil
yeah, she definitely, she got caught on Twitter during the 17 operation early days, talking about pedo stuff and cannibalism.
Yeah.
We got all those
Like,
tweets.
where do I go to watch a teenager have a baby? Like, who says that kind of ridiculous stuff like that?
What kind of model likes pizza like this? Like on a regular basis? You know?
With a baby.
Right.
Baby. But anyway, if you don't believe she's evil, just look at her toes. You can tell because her feet. So, like, one night we just did a whole thing where we just hung out and looked at how ugly people's feet were. It was so funny.
I'm done.
But I noticed all the evil people had evil looking toes. So I bet
They
you go
represent the person.
If you find somebody you're like, that person's evil, go look at their toes. They got evil ass feet. Look at their feet are just the feet trying to get away from them, like, oh, this bitch, I'm getting away from her.
I'm done. Oh man.
Well, I don't think I'm allowed to be on Twitter anymore because I said something about something. I can't remember what I said. Plus, I don't really know too many people when you have like a tragedy in your family that you pop up on Instagram just to take pictures of yourself in the hospital. And I always tell people, like, you don't know. She could be in a set for all you know. Like, stop believing this stuff that people be talking about. It's so full of crap. And so I said something about her feet actually during the time of her supposed tragedy, which happened to coincide with one of those magical dates. And people just were like, and I was like, I don't care. When you put yourself out there to be judged because you want to be seen, then hey, I'm judging you. My comments are right there. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know. I still got, they kicked me off of Facebook for 48 hours and then they were like, screw it. Just put an extra 24 on there because I don't like you. Anyway, so it's fun. I spend a lot of time not sharing on Facebook because I'm just getting kicked off constantly.
They got a permanent cot for you in the jailhouse, in the Facebook jail.
I know. I'm waiting for it.
Back again.
Nobody let me my charges. I'm just locked up. They won't let me out.
Right.
It's so bad. Man. I get in trouble for Internet Messenger. Yeah, free Erica. Trouble for Messenger. Like, dude, this is me having personal conversations. Have you ever been on Messenger and like had a group chat or a call on Messenger and you hear them going tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, they be typing away and you be like, what they talking about?
Drop a cuss word or a dirty word and then they're like, okay, they're just talking dirty in there. Okay. And then if you say something smart, they'll be like, we're listening.
I can't hear you.
I'll tell you this. Really I was just telling my mom about, the CW, and then I said something about Laura. And I'm not going to say the rest. I said something about Laura, and I was talking to my mom, and the phone hung up. I said, Mom, do you see that? And she was like, girl, she saw it. She was like, I know, girl, you can't.
Gotta be careful.
Believe.
Words.
These aren't coincidences. This is just how it happens. But we have to laugh about it because, fuck it.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Did anybody put any questions in the chat? Some are fake, but many are real. Some are complex, not made by human. Okay, so yeah, crop circles. Oh yeah. Crop circles, I just don't even mess. Gollum feed. Oh my gosh. Is Gollum not Gollum? Okay, there's
He got
Gollum, but then
ugly
there's
feet.
who's the
Gollum
little
has some ugly
Hobbit
feet.
guy? Was
Hobbit,
Frodo?
the Hobbit,
Frodo has some busted up feet, y'all.
the Hobbit man.
Yeah, big
Some
feet.
busted up feet. Elijah Wood. I mean,
Look like he walking on his hands like
hey Monique,
all day.
Monique's in the house.
For being so short, he's got some big feet.
You gotta have, yeah, you do. So close to the ground, man. I mean, you got shoes for the last 30 years. I mean,
You
your
know what?
feet gonna
No,
look.
have you ever seen a female Hobbit though? We have never seen a female Hobbit foot.
I don't know if I want to see that.
I don't
That's
think I ever seen
Hmm.
a female hobbit. That's a good question. Where's
I
the
don't
fucking
know
female
Mm,
hobbits?
That's interesting though.
Yeah, what
That's
is a female hobbit?
like Bigfoot probably feet look better
Wait a
than.
minute. So in the scheme of things, who would the hobbits be to us? Like what race would that be?
Inner Earth being.
Because you're because one day we're gonna come in here and we're gonna translate the whole Star Wars into who is REVAN Rising and who each one of us is as a crew member. And we're gonna tell our life story through Star Wars. But who would the hobbits be?
Say the elfin. No, because the elfin was like
Would elves be Pleiadians or something?
Who's those beings with the crystals in the ground? They have a crystal in the ground, and they have and they're like in the ground.
Noyes?
No,
The Lemurians? Is it Lemuria? Yeah, those guys.
Like
the hobbits are in the ground. You know, they have their homes built in like swells.
Oh, right, because that's Middle Earth or something.
Yeah, like a Hobbit hole. You know, that's what it is called, the Hobbit hole. It's a little house in the ground.
Something we're gonna have to think about.
Because if you look at it this way, the golem was a hobbit. Gollum was a hobbit at one point until he just never came out the cave. So he evolved into this ugly looking thing.
Right.
This thing just said my internet connection is unstable. It looks like stable delete, motherfucker.
Me, man. It's a lens flare that keeps popping in my face right now. I'm trying to move. It's like moving around.
Well, Archer made it. I don't see any questions in the chat. Tolosi. They are like elves.
Hellos.
I want a Hobbit house, Bilbo. They do have really nice freaking houses. I'm gonna tell you this though. When I did my my Starseed journey, it was a lot like all the homes were built into the landscape. And so who was that? They had to get on a boat and then they had to go to get the dragon was stuck in the cave with all the treasure. Remember, and they had to find
you talking about yeah, that was it was part of the story too. That's
that is Return of the King, isn't it?
No, that's the Hobbit. I think
that's the newer one. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
The newer one.
I remember it. And so, yeah, it was a lot like that. It was a lot like that, like where everything was built into the ground. Like you don't go just build houses and stuff like that. All the lights, I remember the lights being in the wall, like in the cracks. There was just luminescence coming through the cracks of the wall and stuff. It was very natural.
But they said the dwarves were the builders and the miners, which kind of makes sense. Because think about what's that movie? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Seven Dwarfs, yeah.
They were in.
I didn't think about that.
They were getting crystals. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the dwarves actually were the ones that built those tunnels, but I don't know if like maybe other beings took them over or something.
That made me, I had forgot about this a long time ago, but so they asked Elena the other day, were the dragons the same as the dinosaurs? And I did think that before. What do you guys say about that? Dragons versus dinosaurs?
They're two different things. I think there are dragons and dinosaurs, and some dragons look like dinosaurs, but there are two different species, I think. I mean, you have I've seen dragons in the clouds and in the sky, like with scales and everything intricately designed. And then the dinosaurs were, I think, honestly, was an experiment from beings that were here. And the reason why they're extinct isn't a coincidence of this asteroid hitting, because now we know that things are conscious. So, I mean, it could be a planned extinction, could have been a terraform scientific operation. Who knows? But there are two different things, completely different things. Dragons and
Mhm.
in my eye.
I'm gonna stop my thing because hold on a second. Blur the background. No, I don't want to blur the background. Ooh, I'm trying to figure it out. Well, I didn't see any questions in there. Choose a virtual background. I'm about to take my virtual background off. Now, what happened to
Look,
me was
she's on her couch.
You're on the couch. Yeah, I was like, I see the couch there. I see the couch. I was like, why she look like she reclining
She on her own
in front of the couch?
Who's that?
doesn't give me any lip. Anyway,
He doesn't give you any lip.
I'm just kidding. Because I was like, there goes, I made this piece, another energetic piece. So Jermaine gave his handles. Mine are at everything at thefirstLady.com except for my Cash App. You leave off the is First Lady Erica. So everything is the First Lady Erica if you want to find me. And it's Instagram. It's Facebook on occasion if they let me talk. I mean, slavery, I thought it was over, but evidently a Black woman can't get a word out without, I'm just some
Such
angry.
a Black, aware, and awake woman.
I'm just
Zuckerberg got you on the hit list there.
actually quite embarrassing. I'm an angry Black woman on Facebook, and but I think that's why they never give me more. Like when I can't talk at all, I think that's when they give me 3 days. Like, okay, she's Black. We don't want to get her too upset. Just give her about 3 days. Okay, just give her about 3 days. Okay, slap another 3 days on there. Just keep her. We don't want her to protest all Black Lives Matter. And
Right.
She's gonna change.
they give me just enough, and then they say, oh, for 90 days we're gonna suppress all your feed, which still it sounds a little bit racist, man. I don't know, man. I need a lawyer or something, And so it's crazy. But I wanted to show you guys my earrings. My new friend Vicky Lynn, she made these beautiful.
So beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
they are
love
nice.
those.
That's cool.
Something for y'all, cat ladies. Oh my God. I can't even
Awesome.
mess with y'all. I don't even know. Stephanie keeps trying to tell me to put them on. I'm like, no, man, I'm going to try to save them for the conference, but say it. But Vicky Lynn, she's out there in Canada, and she made these beautiful earrings, and she sent them to me. She's so awesome. So I just want to give her a shout out. Stephanie, how do we find you? I think we put it in the chat or in the description.
So everything can be found in the chat. You can find me on there. I also have a Facebook page, The Eye of the Storm, and it's Eye of Phi, that's PHI. And it's just like a little inspirational page where I share stuff just to help with shadow stuff. So it's a nice little thing that I've been doing for years. And then, of course, Telegram. You can find me on Telegram at Marvel Bliss. So it's Marvel_Bliss_1. So yeah. And I also do free tarot readings. If you're interested, just let me know.
Dad, were you gonna pull a card for tonight?
Yes.
I could pull a couple cards tonight if you want me to pull a couple cards.
Do you feel it? Do you
She
feel
can
it?
pull cards every fucking night.
I should. You could give me a second. I have to get my cards real quick, but I can do it.
Yeah, we just asked you today, do you got some alien type cards or something?
I do have them.
I didn't expect you to go get new cards, but I thought we was gonna do some angel work or something. Don't make me pull out my cards. I'll be putting my cards out on you.
Yeah, I got some alien cards.
That would be neat. Well, maybe Stephanie pull a card tonight. But Dad, what do? You do what kind of readings and stuff? Tell the people what you do, because people, they like you, they respect you, they want to hang out with you.
So I do oracle readings. I do tarot card readings. I'm also a cloud aficionado, so you can definitely check out all my cloud pictures. Check out my fractal angel pictures. I am found on Telegram at DabBrad100. I'm also found on Instagram at Dabin5D. And my Telegram channel is the Galactic Federation of Angels, Worlds, and Higher Realms. So it's AWHR. So, and check me out on OpenSea.io, Fractal Angels. That is my brand for the NFTs. If you'd like to buy one, just DM me in any of those social platforms, or just buy one and get a good affirmation and a great photo of a rare NFT that you can now own. So,
ladies and gentlemen, depending on what you need, slide up in his DMs. That's what he's saying. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy.
If you need to know your future, you need to know your past, you want to know if you're going to bring financial success, I'm the guy to give you that reading for. So definitely hit me up.
Personally, I put healing technology, healing energy in my jewelry. And we'll be stepping our game up on a trip to Egypt, bringing back Egyptian oils and doing a whole lot to awaken codes and activations. I'm so looking forward to that trip. But next month I'll be finished and I can fully call myself a practitioner of theta healing with training with Magical Michelle. She is so amazing. But you know, sometimes you can have an amazing teacher combined with an amazing student. That's me. I'm awesome. Healing words, soothing voice, big mama, good sense. You know, I'm going to tell you the truth every time if you want to hear it. If not, don't ask me because I will tell you the truth. You might not like it. But, you know, I just try to be this loving human being and giving you experience. You might not be able to tell it, but I got 47 years. And, but, you know, I try to keep it peaceful and calm and loving and welcoming and warm. And sometimes people might think like, oh my gosh, she's so mean. And it's not that. Sometimes I'm just a Libra, a little bit succinct sometimes. And yeah, that I have a big heart. I love you guys. I love the CW. I love Jermaine. I love Dab. I love Marvel. Truly, Tina, all the ladies in the Galactic chicks and stuff. And we just have a lot of fun together. But anything you want to know, anything you want to ask us, if we can't help you, we can certainly refer you where you need to go. So hit us up and slide those donations to your favorite personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say, Jermaine?
You know that, right? We love you. We love you too.
Yeah, we love you too, Erica. You are amazing. So
Yeah. I'm not like Shirley from what's happening. I'm more like Nell Carter or something like that. Whatever that show was, I can't remember. It wasn't Give Me a Break, wasn't it? What happened to Nell during it?
It was good.
You said you wanted me to say something?
Oh, I just wondered if you had anything else to say.
Oh, so like I was saying earlier when I did talk a lot, contact is near. That's why you got to go out there and go look up because they out there. Have you been paying attention? The ISS been getting contact since the April 23rd, but it actually goes back to last year. And Elena just didn't know about it. That's why you probably didn't hear about it last year. And she only knew about it when Michael Sala put that out, it looks like. Because it was not been talking about this, and this has been going on for a while. And a lot of people have not been following that. So contact is coming. We about to meet ETs. They're going to be on the ground. They're going to be partying with you. They're going to be at the club. You're probably going to be dating some of them. So understand that it's
You
coming.
might already be dating
probably on your wall.
You might already be.
Yeah.
So
You're
they're already
ready.
coming in. The civilians are coming in because
They're already here.
The war is almost over in this solar system. So we about to be liberated. We about to join the Federation, and we about to have a real galactic adventure for real, not watching no fucking movie and living vicariously. We're gonna actually be out there forming our own adventures, our own legends, and just like we're doing here, making our own content. And that's what the future is gonna be. It's gonna be a future of progress, of a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, you know, a lot of honor, you know, a lot of love. That's what the future we're going to. Not this bullshit we've been dealing with, because the monetary system is going bye-bye. There ain't gonna be no fucking monetary system when we join the Federation. You ain't gotta worry about fucking rent, bills, all that bullshit going away. You ain't gonna be living in a life just to survive all the fucking time. You're gonna live a comfortable life. That's what fucking coming. You need to fucking understand that all these motherfucking people sitting here telling you that, oh yeah, we about to go doom and gloom and all that. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, period. That in a statement, don't need to pay any more attention to it. So we winning. The evidence we showing tonight is evidence that we're winning. Contact is near. You need to fucking understand what's going on. It's a whole lot of other fucking evidence we haven't shown, but we can do that on other parts.
Yeah, there's so much evidence.
You know what?
I
I'm
have
gonna
so
wrap
much
that
evidence.
up with. I'm tired of these motherfuckers things, but it's motherfucking plays.
And you got to speak it into existence, and then maybe the snake will go away.
But victory is near. Get your ass ready for meeting ETs because it's coming before you know it.
I ever seen. Oh my God, look at these lights. That's crazy. So we're gonna end it all with that. Have a great night, great night, great.